So yesterday I saw this post by Moses Bliss, a respected worship leader, and I respect him as well. And there was a lot of backlash on the post because graphic designers apparently saw it as exploitation. Now here's my 2 cents, and I've responded to a lot of comments on this same matter, but I think I should just talk about it. As a professional designer, I've been in the business for 11 years, officially 10 years, but that's a lot of time to put into any craft, especially one as painstaking and important as brand of visual design, not just because of the time it takes to learn and perfect the craft, but the investment in the intellectual knowledge, the gear, the tools. You can't arrive as a graphic designer or a brand designer or a visual designer. The learning just continues. It never stops. You just keep learning and improving, and it is expensive. I've spent millions on gear and tools and learnings just to make sure that my work is excellent and I can justify how much I would charge for my work. He went on to apologize after the backlash, which is a statement to say that he's sorry about the way and manner he went about it. He should have done it better.
I sincerely apologize to every graphic designer who felt disrespected or undervalued by the challenge I posted. That was never my intention. I have deep respect for creatives and the incredible work that you all do. I just want to give a bit of clarity and context. So my team and I already had a flyer for the mountain experience, and at some point someone else made another design and my handler posted it. And I saw in the comments a lot of people expressing their concern how that the design could have been better, oh, it's not good enough, it's not befitting for my brand. And then a lot of people went the extra mile to even make designs and commented their designs on Facebook. And in response, I thought it would be a great idea to open up a challenge.
Now, this is the thing. If you want to hire a graphic designer or a brand designer or a visual designer, any kind of creative, the right thing to do is to request for a portfolio. That is how you can see the type of designs that these creatives make. That's a professional and the official way of going about it. If you come out to say, oh, I have a project I'm working on and I need a design for it, I'm putting out a challenge out there for whoever can make a design that I would like. If I like it, I'll pay for it or I will employ you. That's fine. I mean, anybody will jump on that if they're hungry. But the question is, the kind of design that Moses Bliss or anybody would like, would appreciate, would value, would be fitting for your kind of person or your standard is not the design you want just any designer to make. You want something nice and professional that would speak to you and I would speak about you. And you have the money to go to a design agency. You could also go abroad and employ a foreign designer. There's so many options. But I respect the craft so much and I want to speak for those who do. We would speak against exploitation. When you have a deal with someone to do a design or do a creative for them, and they promise you a platform as payment. It doesn't work that way. If you want a design, you will negotiate for what you can pay and you will come to an agreement and you keep to it. If after I've done the job and you love it so much, you can shoot me a referral. Because again, yes, it's good to shoot your shot at opportunities. Yes, it's good to put yourself out there. Some people were even saying, oh, because it's Moses Bliss, if it were Davido. Bro, it doesn't matter if it's your father or the president. The craft is a craft and it must be respected. We respect doctors. We don't say, oh, someone is sick. Let all the doctors come in and try to cure the person, and whoever cures the person, I'll hire you, I'll pay you. You don't do that. And again, one thing most people don't realize is design is subjective. I can be a self-acclaimed best designer in the whole world, and then Moses Bliss doesn't like my design. No matter how good your design is, not everybody will like it. Some people want their designs loud, and you could be a good minimalist designer. You can't rate a good designer by what everybody thinks of his design. You are designing not for yourself. You're designing for the client to give them what they would like and use. So to say you are throwing up a challenge, it's almost useless because all you need is one designer who is very good, who can create what you want, what you have in mind based on your brief. If you say you want a design that's minimal and I can produce it, I'm your designer. I'm not designing for myself as a designer. I'm never designing for myself. It could look very good to me, but then the client who is paying for it hates it and I have to change it. Most people don't know that. And I always tell designers this, even the ones who will come at me for this, no matter how long you've been in the business, you are always going to be designing for somebody else. And your design is always going to be subjective. No matter how much you charge for the work, if they do not like the design, you must and you will change it. Cake could be sweet, but I don't like cake. I wouldn't pay for it. No matter how good the chef is, no matter how good the food is, if it's not what I like, I wouldn't pay for it. It's the same thing with design. Design is subjective. Not everybody will like your design, no matter how good it looks to you. People need to understand this thing. And I've seen it over the years, over a decade in the business. I just want to correct some things in the way that people perceive the designer, design itself as a craft. You want to hire a designer, you're telling him you're going to pay him 100K for what now? Is he Ekpa or Granite? Which one? You're hiring a social media manager, you want him to be a designer, a video editor, a production designer, an SEO manager. No, now, let's do better, please. Governments and even private individuals and private enterprises do skills acquisitions training, and they put graphic design as one of the skills. Yet, there's no big graphic designer in Nigeria, or if they are, they're not more than 5. How do they rise? Do you want them to steal? Do you know how much a laptop costs? A good mouse, a good laptop, a good design setup, it's millions. So please respect our craft. We're not slaves. Yes, I understand the idea of putting yourself out there, shooting your shot and chasing a platform. But please, let it be done with respect. If you want to hire a designer, ask for portfolios. Look at what they've done. If you like their design pattern, then you can choose which one you like and hire them. They can learn, they can evolve, they can change. You can design whatever you want designed. Please, let's respect the craft. The way you respect doctors in their craft, respect designers. That's a craft. And it has put food on my table for the longest time. Think about it.